kind of a directive from the city manager. He wanted to make sure that we had one solution that could apply citywide, and one of the things that appealed to us about Excella was that we could have the land module, which could take care of planning and building and code enforcement and environmental health, and then also the asset management, which was the other half that we could do parks and rec and public works and facilities, and even down to like IT assets. We had a rude awakening last December. We had the auditors in town and they were looking over our capital assets, and we got rated really poorly. They were marking us down because we didn't have a good handle on where our assets were. We also didn't have a system that was effectively managing the assets, the lifespan, and the depreciation. And so we've decided this summer that we're going to use Excella's asset management module to accommodate that. So right now we are working on moving all of the assets over from the other system into Excella, as well as doing field inventory audits. What we like about Excella is that it allows for exactly what the auditors are going to be looking for. We need to have information about starting value, salvage value, be able to do your depreciation and your useful life. But then beyond that, we also have the ability to have all the custom attributes in those asset attribute fields, where we can capture whatever information we want. So if we're talking about vehicles, we can have fields that relate to drivetrain and the VIN number and other things that are really important for us. And it's customizable on the asset type by asset type level. So we think it's a really good opportunity to showcase our Excella asset system, because we have buy-in, finance and purchasing, and we're going to have some departmental help too. But the first phase is to make sure that we get all of our capital assets, the ones that are the most valuable, the ones the auditors are going to be looking at, those that are $5,000 in value and more, make sure that we get those in there, but also have a system that's expandable and flexible so that we can have the controlled assets and the smaller dollar amounts added to the system later. But as a prototype, we went ahead and we inventoried everything in IT. So we had workstations, computers, laptops, servers, switches, air cards, and we went out and just inventoried the heck out of everything and showed exactly what it was capable of. And now we're able to run a report and show what our total pool of value in IT assets is. We get a lot of requests from council members and the public. And the city manager, they want to know what's going on in my district or in my part of town, and we're able to query a lot of that Excella data now that the system's in-house and we have that database locally. We can run these ad hoc reports, and then because I'm interested in being a GIS person, I'm able to show them things spatially. So I can use my GIS products, whether it's through Esri or in Excella GIS or another product, GeoCortex, and I can show the spatial perspective of what's happening with these Excella cases. So it's building activity, code enforcement cases, where our assets are. We start to show a lot of that spatially.